Diane O'Debra. I'm a bartender in Brooklyn, and this is my tale. I work at a bar in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. It's a dog-friendly bar. It's known around town as like the dog bar. So one night, it was a really, really bad thunderstorm. It had been dark and stormy and rainy all night long. It was really slow. And so we were closing up and we had the doors locked. All of a sudden, we heard this little, like, tiny, tiny knock at the door. And it would just, like, look over. There was this tiny little paw just tapping on the door. So I opened the door and I look down, and on the front stoop is this tiny little skinny doe-eyed looking dog, and he's soaking wet and crying and whimpering. And so I let him in. We couldn't figure out who the owner was. I see a lot of dogs and I see a lot of owners. Some dogs can be annoying, and then there's some dogs who are just so sweet and well-behaved, and then there's a dog who will just, pee everywhere he can. I couldn't figure out whose dog this was, which owner, but on the way home, I stopped at the local deli, and I asked the guys behind the counter, I was like, do you know this dog? Do you know his owner? And they said, of course we know that dog. That's the Italian guy's dog. I was like, oh, the Italian guy. He comes in all the time, very close talker, drinks a lot of wine, very friendly, drives a motorcycle with a little dog basket on it. They said he hangs out across the street every morning at the coffee shop. So the next morning, I showed up at the coffee shop, and there was the Italian in the corner, looking so upset, literally crying into his cappuccino. So I went over to him, and I gave him his dog back, and he jumped up. Grazie, grazie, grazie. Thank you so much. Screaming with joy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Kisses on all cheeks, and was just very happy to have his dog back. I'm Diane O'Debra. I'm a bartender in Brooklyn, and that was my tale.